Hey, it's Nika from Fabulously Creative. Let's get into this April bullet journal setup. So I am using a traveler's notebook and I made it myself and I cut it down a little smaller than the standard traveler's notebook size. And it's kind of because I want it to fit inside of another planner and also fit into my purse easily. And I use this planner kind of for my self-care. So this is not my everyday work planner. And for my color scheme, I chose kind of like a spring pink, purple, and blue theme. So I kind of pulled out everything I had in that color. I have some pastels, my gel pens, my trusty Crayola super tips, and some paint markers where they are acrylic paint markers. I found these on Amazon and they are perfect for this project because they're not the typical paint markers where you have to keep pushing to get the ink out, but they are not as opaque. So they're perfectly for a project like this. So to get started, I am making a goals page. Well, I wrote goals, but I kind of want this page just to be a catch-all. So I'll probably put like my to-do list for the month, my goals, just kind of everything on this one page. And if I need extra space, I can always do like a tip in. So I am just starting with my purple gel pen, and I just drew a big envelope, kind of like a note coming out of an envelope. And I'm adding some little leaves for spring. All right, and for the envelope, I didn't want to use markers or anything to color it in because they bleed through the page so badly. And I made this traveler's notebook with just regular thin copy paper that I picked up at Target. So I am coloring this big space in with the pastels. So I'm going to color it in with the pastel, and then I will kind of brush it away with my hand, and then I will wipe it with I am getting lost here. Yes, I'll wipe it with a wet wipe, and I do this trick in my journal. It just adds a little color to the page, and when you wipe it with the wet wipe, it seals in the color, so it's not just that dustiness that will wipe off on your hands constantly. And it also kind of like blends the color in together. I didn't blend it too much. I basically just wanted to seal the colors in so they wouldn't constantly rub off. And I'll also put it in that top corner. So I went in with that blue pastel, and I did mess up because the wet wipe was a little too wet and it went over my gel ink. It went over that part with the gel pen and it kind of smeared, but that's fine. I can always just pop a sticker on it later. For my title page, I went kind of simple this month. I just added the month, the year, and I'm adding a little calendar at the bottom. I don't know, I'm kind of new to bullet journaling, so I'm working on the cover page. Some months I like to do like a mood board. I don't know, this month I just wasn't feeling it, so we just kind of went a little simple with a calendar. And I did mess up on the dates. I was trying to fix it with that white paint marker, but I do just end up drawing a border around it just to fix that little boo-boo. For my first weekly page, I am using this paint marker. I'm drawing kind of a scallop along the edge of the page, and it kind of resembles washi tape if you put washi tape along the top of the page. And right now I am I don't know, it's been a minute since I have designed any stickers. So I am kind of in a creative, or I'm coming out of a creative burnout, a season of creative burnout. So I am kind of using my bullet journal just to inspire my creativity. So I'm trying to limit the stickers that I use and just use my markers and pens as much as possible. And I will be using all of my stickers in my regular mini happy planner. So this bullet journal, I use this mainly as a self-care planner. So on my weekly pages, I kind of track just my mood, any supplements I took, whether or not I did my walking or if I ate healthy that week, those type things. So I don't have just a whole lot to go in on these weekly pages. So this is kind of my space just to kind of play around with things. And I did really enjoy drawing this little scallop border with these paint markers. And they do show up so much more vibrant than the Crayola super tips. And they also don't bleed through the page. And I had to put something underneath just so I don't draw all over my desk. drew 2 boxes on each side to put the date in, and I think I messed up the dates. I did them out of order, so this is actually the second and third week of the month instead of starting at the beginning of the month, but that is just fine. I'll just use them out of order. And in this bottom right hand corner, I am drawing a little tag, and I'm going to use that paint marker to fill everything in. Oh, and I'm doing like each side of the page is a week as opposed to a full spread for each week, and that's basically because I'm not putting like my full to-do list each week in here. This is mainly just a tracker for my self-care, and I am really enjoying these paint markers. I would link them, but they don't really have a name brand. It just said acrylic. It said acrylic paint markers, but they're not like your typical markers. They're not as opaque as normal paint markers. And I wanted this to kind of be like a little tag off the bottom corner of the page. And it just says good vibes and nice spring colors. And like I said, for this project, I'm trying not to use as many stickers. So I'm just kind of challenging myself. Now, if you are a sticker girl, which I don't know, I love stickers. So with the stickers, I will be doing that in my regular planner. And I'm kind of in a space of trying to find planner piece between my 2 planners. So that planner is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of all over the place right now. And in this corner, I was attempting to put, yes, this is going to be, or it was supposed to be a coffee cup. It came out a little wonky, but I just went with it, and it came out okay in the end. And I know this would be easier if I kind of sketched an outline ahead of time, but I didn't like the way you can still see the pencil marks through the paint marker. So maybe next time I'll do like a sketch ahead of time. Because this coffee cup looked way better in my head. For my next weekly page, I'm keeping it pretty simple because I spent so much time trying to fix that coffee cup. So I thought I would do a simple one for the next one. So I'm put that kind of like a pink paintbrush, kind of like a paintbrush swatch in that corner, and then I'm going to write a quote over it. But first, I am just adding a tulip right down the middle of the page, just to give this page a little interest. For this week, I'm writing a quote on top of that little paint swatch, and it says, "You're a diamond." And then I added a tiny little picture of a diamond, but I think it's too small to see. And then for my days of the week, I'm just going to repeat that theme of adding little paint swatches, and I do that for both sides. But before I did the days of the week, I wanted to add a little small banner in this lower right hand corner. And I'm just filling things in with these paint markers is so satisfying. It's so much better than coloring with the Crayola tip markers, because they leave all of the stroke marks. Like the paint tips don't leave any stroke marks. It kind of feels like when you draw digital stickers or drawing in Procreate. That's the feeling it gives me. And I am adding the words sparkle and shine to kind of go with that diamond theme. And I'm using the pink paint marker. It's not showing up as brightly as I thought. Actually, I think this is more of a purple. I have 2 shades of pink. So it didn't show up as brightly as I thought. I do go back and go over it with a lighter shade of pink. I'm not sure if this one is picking up on camera, but I really do like the way this banner came out. So some of these those things that I'm using in this planner, I may add these like as digitals or as stickers later to use in my other planner. So I'm still thinking, formulating, because I really like this one, and this is something I would use over and over. And I'm adding a little scallop at the bottom, just repeating that theme from the last weekly page. And then I add some little lime green fringe at the bottom, just to add a pop of color to this page. So this page is going to be my reading list, and I'm keeping it very simple. I'm just adding a little ledge with some books right in the top corner. And I'm keeping this page pretty simple because I'm going to add any books that I read for this month, but I am contemplating doing like a separate reading journal. So I'm still figuring that out, how it would look, or if I will just keep including it in my bullet journal. So I'm still kind of figuring that project out. But I am just using my purple gel pen to kind of sketch everything out, and then I'll go back and color everything in with my super tips, the Crayola super tip markers. And this was not my favorite page, but I think it will look nice once I'm done if I add the book covers, like a bunch of book covers to this page. For this page, I am drawing a circle. I'm using this page to track my morning walks. I walk each morning. I walk about 4 miles, but I'm not going to track like how many miles each day. I'm just going to color it in for each day whether I walked or not. And I only walk on the weekdays. So I'm leaving this blank, and each day I'm going to color it in, and hopefully by the end of the month I'll have like a nice little filled in circle. And this is a page that I will be experimenting each month, like how I want to track it, because this is something it's kind of part of my routine. I've kept it up for a few months now, so I do want to start experimenting how I will expand this page, whether I'll start adding like how many miles I did. I do wear my husband's, he has an Apple Watch, and it tracks how many steps, how many miles, and it tracks calories or something else. So I'm thinking all of that would be nice to keep up with in my bullet journal. I just haven't figured out how to incorporate all of those things. And as you can see, my little circle went a little bit wonky. It went a little bit crooked. By the time I got to 30, I think I didn't draw enough spots, and I had to go back and condense a few. So around the end of the circle, it does get a little wonky, but I don't know. I kind of like the way it came out. And I feel like this is one. You remember when you were a kid in school and you used those, what were those things? Protractor. This is that one time a protractor would have came in handy. And at first I was going to try and draw a little picture of something in the inside, but I don't know, I was kind of at a loss. So I just filled in morning walk, and then I'm going to color. Oh, before I do that, then at the bottom, I'm just going to put a weekly weigh-in, and then I just put week 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that way I can track my weight for the month. And I'm not using a ruler or anything. I don't mind the wonky boxes. I know some people, I don't know, they pull out rulers and get everything straight. I kind of like the wonkiness of everything in my bullet journal. And by the end of the month, I probably will come back and color this in and add stickers. Like when stuff is sitting on my desk, sometimes I can't help just that urge to add stickers to stuff. Now I do color in the middle of this circle just to give this page some type of color. It just felt a little plain until I start coloring in the days. It just needed some type of color on the page. So stay tuned for next month to see like what I come up with for this page. And I'm just adding some more of that pastel in the corner and in that bottom corner. Like this page felt very bare, but I know by the end of the month it'll come together as we progress with the month. All right, so for my second to last page, I'm adding this huge, kind of like a notepad that covers the entire page, and it kind of replicates that one at the beginning. And I really love the way this came out. I think I like the effect that it covers the entire page. And I am just using this page for random notes. And for these pages, like anything that I forgot to include or pages I want to add for next month, I'll make note of it here. Or things I want to track for next month, I will make note of it here. Because like I said, this bullet journal, I do use this bullet journal for just self-care and health. So another thing I want to start tracking or figure out how to track. I've been thinking about, like sometimes I kind of monitored my blood pressure. So I don't know, that would be a good thing to kind of track along with my morning walk. Now for this last page, I think I had just ran out of steam because I don't know, I had just ran out of steam and it didn't come out the way it did in my head. So I'm adding another ledge, but instead of things on top, it'll be on the bottom. And I'm writing teas, potions, and supplements. And on here, I keep track of any new teas that I try or any new supplements. I have extremely sensitive skin, so I like to keep track of that. And then on the weekly pages, I'll write if I had any breakouts or headaches. And here I can see if I tried any new teas. And I'm just drawing like some little vines hanging down. And this page, I don't know, it's very simple, but I'm feeling like this page is going to be a do-over page. But for now, it is done and it's in my bullet journal. So my bullet journal is complete for the month. Stay tuned for the flip through. And if you are a planner girl and you're used to doing stickers or you're trying the bullet journal, I don't know, let me know if you are making that transition or if you do all the planners. I'm really enjoying the creative aspect of bullet journaling. So Let me know what type of planners you use, and also stay tuned. I'll have a little flip through of all of the pages.